Welcome to Nagesh Karasgi Orchid School channel. Myself Priscilla Asade. Today I am going to teach you English literature of grade 4. Students, do you remember what we have finished in the last session of literature? Yes, we have finished with our lesson number 1. So today we are going to start with lesson number 2. In this lesson, students, today I am going to teach you about an animal in detail about what is there all about this animal. So just look the image. Okay. Do you know this animal, students? You are all familiar with this animal. Which animal is this, students? Yes, this is a wild animal, that is tiger. So what do you know about tigers? Only we know that tiger is a very dangerous animal. Many human beings or many animals, they fear to these animals. Now in this lesson, what we are going to learn, students? Yes, we are going to learn in detail about tigers. Means where these tigers are found, in which part of our country it is found, how we will say what is its features. Then we are going to see what it likes, how it hunts the animals. We are going to see all this in this lesson. So till now, if you see in today's generation, the number or the count of tigers has been decreased. For what it has been decreased, that also we can see in this lesson. So today our lesson name is lesson number 2, tiger. What is our lesson number 2? What is the lesson name? It is tiger. Now can you see here the two pictures are given over here. Look at these two pictures of tigers and discuss the difference between the two pictures with your partner. What you can see in this image, students? If you see in one image, in this image, what you can see? The tiger is in jungle, and if you see here, this tiger is in his cage or in his den. Why there is a difference that we will see in this lesson. Are you ready, students? Yes, you have to open your canopy book, page number 8. Only you open and keep, but you have to observe on the screen. Ready? Yes, lesson number 2, tigers. Tigers are meat-eating animals just like lions. Here in the first line it says that tigers are what? Yes, it is a meat-eating animals. As you see in science you have learned, meat-eating animals means what? Yes, carnivorous animals. So they are just like lions. Means they don't eat grass or any green vegetables or green things. Tigers can be easily identified by their beautiful orange coats with black stripes on them. How we can identify that this is a tiger? Yes, we can identify by their beautiful orange coats, and it is having black stripes on his body also. What do you mean by stripes? Long narrow bands of color. Can you see over here this? Yes. These are stripes on his body. They are larger than lions. What it says? That tigers are larger than lions, and not only that, but they are the heaviest animals of the cat family. What this line says, students? That tigers are larger than lions, and not only larger, but they are heaviest animals of the cat family. It means that tiger is from which family? Yes, it is from the family of cat. They are feared by both humans and animals. Means humans and animals, both these two living beings, they fear the tigers. Just imagine that if tiger comes in front of you, what will be your reaction? Yes, we will get scared of that animal. So not only humans but also different animals, they get fear of this tiger. Bengal tigers are mostly found in India. If you see in our country, which tigers we found? Yes, Bengal tigers. Although some are found in Bangladesh, Nepal and Bhutan also. In other countries, if you see, we'll get tigers in Bangladesh, Nepal and Bhutan as well. So in this first paragraph, what you have learned about tigers, students? Yes, what is the first point? That tigers are carnivorous, that is meat-eating animals. They are easily identified by the beautiful orange coats with the black stripes on it. And not only that, they are larger than lions and the heaviest animals of the cat family. And who fear them, students? Yes, humans and animals, they fear these tigers. And in our country, where we will find? In Bengal. Bengal tigers are mostly found in India. And if we talk about other countries, so where we will get? Yes, in Bangladesh, Nepal and Bhutan as well. So I hope that you have understood in the first paragraph what they have told you about tigers. Now we will see how its features are there, how tiger looks. Okay, tigers have excellent eyesight and a sharp sense of smell. Means what? That their eyesight, the way of observing the things, that is very excellent, and the sense of smell is also sharp, which helps them to hunt their prey. They guard their large territories, marking the boundaries of their area with scratch marks on trees and rock as well as scent markings. Means what, students? Means these tigers, what they do? They guard their large territories, means a large part of country or boundary. How they mark their boundaries? With scratch marks on trees and rocks also, as well as scent markings. What do you mean by scent markings? The smells that some animals leave behind to mark their territories. This means that no other animal should enter his area. So tiger, what they do? They mark their boundaries with scratch marks on trees and rocks, and not only that, they also mark it with scent markings. So these signals, what it helps? Yes, it signals. These signals warn other tigers about the size of the tiger ruling the region. Region means a large area of land. So when a particular tiger, when it marks the boundary of its area, so what happens? That helps the other tiger, or that becomes a signal for or warning to the other tiger that they should not enter their territories. And they comes to know that this size of the region, or this size of this part of the area has been ruled by that tiger. So no one enters there. Tigers usually communicate by roaring loudly. See how we communicate, students? Yes, we talk with each other, we chat with each other. But can tigers communicate? Yes, they can communicate. How? By roaring loudly. Roaring means, you know what is roaring? Means when they make a noise from their mouth loudly. Okay? They roar. Sometimes when other tigers enter their area, so sometimes what happens? Sometimes when other tigers enter the area, what they do? They defend it, they fight it by fighting fiercely. Fiercely means in an angry or violent way. Means what? That these tigers does not like that any of the other tiger should enter their area. And if by mistake they have entered their area, then what they do? Yes, they fight very angrily. Understood, students, till here? So you can turn the page or just look here on the screen. Now next, on the top we will see when tiger hunts. When tiger hunt means what? When they go for their prey. So what they do? Their orange fur blends well with the color of the long dry grass and its shadows. This makes them invisible to their prey. Tigers often creep up behind a deer or a bison through the long grass and attack suddenly. Means what? Whenever the tiger wants to hunt the animal, so what is his way to hunt their other prey? how the other animal should not escape from that tiger. So what is their way? What they do? Their orange fur, whatever is there on their body, what happens? It blends. Blends means it mixes well with what? With the color of the long dry grass. See, if the grass becomes dry, so what is the color? It is example of prey, an animal or bird that is hunted, killed and eaten by another. And its shadows. Then this makes, when the tiger just sit there and make himself invisible, it becomes invisible to their prey. So tigers, what they do then afterwards? Yes, they often creep up. Creep up means what? They move closer, slowly, 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 without being seen or heard to the other animal. Creep up behind a deer or a bison. Bison is what? The one type of large buffalo. Through the long grass, and then it attacks suddenly. So this is the way how the tiger hunts the deer or bison or any type of animal. Then tigers use their body weight. After this, when it attacks, then what it do? Yes, it use their body weight to make their prey fall on the ground. With the help of his whatever his weight he is having, what he do? He just jump on that prey, and that prey fall to the ground. And once they have killed their prey, once they have killed any of the animal, so what they do? They drag it to the thick forest where they eat it slowly. Means when they just attack suddenly and make the prey fall on the ground, they don't start it eating quickly. Then what they do? They just drag it to the thick forest, wherever thick forests are there, where no one can see the tiger, and they slowly, it goes there and then eat it slowly. Tigers are very clever animals. When they have eaten enough, now how they are clever, we'll see further. When they feel that they are full, so what they do? They don't share their food. When they have eaten enough, what they do? They hide it. What they do? Yes, they hide the half-eaten food with what? Leaves, branches, and what they do? And come back again to enjoy the meal the next day. Means it eats so much that full day there is no need for him to eat again. So whatever he has eaten that day, the half-eaten food, what he do? The tigers, what they do? They just hide it with the leaves and branches so that no one should see that. And then again next day they come back there to enjoy the meal of the next day. Then male tigers can eat up to 40 kilograms of meat in one meal. See how much kilograms of meat they can eat in one day, students? Yes, 40 kilograms of meat these tigers eat. They are talking about the male tigers in one meal. So in this way, in this paragraph, they have told us that how tigers hunt their prey, how they make them fall on the ground, and then afterwards what they do with that prey, and how they eat it and how they hide it. And also they have told that male tigers, how much they can eat the meat in, how many kilograms of meat they can eat in one meal. So understood, students, what they have told in this paragraph? Okay. Next. Now what the tigers hate? Now tigers hate the hot afternoon sun and stay in the shade of caves till the evening. See, we also hate the hot afternoon. We don't like the afternoon sun. So what we do? We stay in our house in AC or under the fan or in the shade of our house. Somewhere we stay over there where we feel cool. So same way, tigers also, they hate the hot afternoon sun. So in order to make themselves cool, what they do? They stay in the shade of caves. They lives in caves. So they stay over there till the evening. And on summer days, what they do? They take baths in the cool waters of rivers or lakes, as you can see in this picture. Yes, what are they doing? These tigers are doing, students? Yes, they are taking bath in the cool waters of rivers or lakes. Now tigers love water. What they love? Yes, they love water. Unlike other cats, and can also swim long distances. They can, unlike other cats, they also can swim long distances. Sometimes they have mud bath also. So why they have mud baths? Sometimes they have mud baths. Why? Because mud helps soak up the heat of the sun, keeping their fur cool. So they make themselves or cover themselves with the heat of the with the mud, so that mud, it soaks the heat of the sun and it makes their fur cool. Understood till here what tigers hate and what they love? Okay, so now we'll come on to the next page. That is page number 13 on the top. So this was all in these two pages, 11 and 12 we have seen all about tigers. Now we will see about their babies. Baby tigers are called cubs. Can you see in this picture? The small cubs are there. Yes, so what they are called? Baby tigers are called cubs. Female tigers can give birth to 3 or 4 cubs every year. So in each year, how many cubs they give? Yes, at a time. In a year, they can give 3 or 4 cubs every year. Now cubs feed on their mother's milk till they are 6 months old. So till 6 months old, the cubs are on which, what they eat, what they drink? Yes, they drink mother milk. Then after that, what happens? When the cubs are 8 months old, what they do? They start eating meat, but till 6 months they are on milk only. So tigers keep their young safe in rocky caves, away from other dangerous animals. So here if you will see, tigers, what they do? They keep their young one, means they keep these cubs safe in where? Rocky caves, so that no dangerous animal should come and take away these cubs. And as the cubs grow, as the cubs are growing up, the small tigers are growing up, their mothers, what they do? They leave the cave more often to hunt. What they do? They leave the cave and they go for hunting. Then young tigers learn to hunt on their own when they are a year old. See, so early these young tigers learn to hunt. And cubs stay with their mothers until the age of 2. And we can see here that the small tigers or the cubs, they stay with their mothers until the age of 2 only. So in this paragraph we have seen all about the baby tiger. So can you tell me what are the baby tigers called, students? Yes, baby tigers are called cubs. And how many cubs female tigers can give in a year? 3 to 4 cubs every year. Until which month the cubs feed on their mother's milk? Yes, till they are 6 months old. At which month they start eating meat? Yes, cubs start eating meat when they are 8 months old. And how tigers keep their young safe in rocky caves from dangerous animals? They keep their young safe in rocky caves, so that no dangerous animal should harm them. Now one more thing is that as the cub grows, okay, so what the mother do? The mother leave the cave often to hunt. And at what age these cubs learn to hunt? Yes, on their own when they are year old, and they stay with their mother only till the age of 2. Afterwards they also roam. This was all about the baby cub. Now we are going to see how the count of the tigers. From this paragraph we are going to see, in this paragraph we are going to see how the count of the tigers has come down, and what is the reason for coming down. Due to the cutting down of forests and the illegal killing of animals. What this sentence says, that many of the human beings, what they do, they cut down the forest. We all have learnt in the science why they cut the forest. Okay, so due to the cutting down of forest and also illegal killing of animals. Illegal means what? It is not allowed by the law to kill the animals, but there are some human beings who have the hobby to hunt the animals. So it is against the law to kill the animals. Then to many human beings, what they do, they kill the animals. So it is told that it is illegal. Okay, so due to the cutting down of forests and the illegal killing of animals, these are the two reasons why the number of Bengal tigers has gone down. In 1973, means 40 to 45 years back, now we are in 2020. Okay, so they are telling about the year 1973, there were only 268 Bengal tigers left in the forest of India. So they are telling that in the year 1973, how many Bengal tigers was left in our country, students? Only 268 Bengal tigers has been left. Now, when the government saw that only 268 tigers are there in our country, so they felt bad and they initiated, our government has initiated some project that we will see in this paragraph, that what they have done in order to save our tigers. So we are in the last paragraph, that is, Project Tiger was initiated by the government of India to save these beautiful cats. So the first line says, what was initiated by the government of India? Initiated means what? Yes, as this is a new word for you, initiated means started. What was started by the government of India? Project Tiger. What was there in this Project Tiger? We'll see. And why it was started? Only to save these beautiful cats. See, they have mentioned here beautiful cats. As I have told you in the start only, that tigers are from the cat family. Not only Project Tiger. So Corbett National Park was the first national park in India to be covered under this project. So Project Tiger means what? What they have started? They have started the national park. Have you visited the park, students? National parks somewhere where we see that many animals are there in their cage or in this, so that we can see them or we can enjoy them as they are inside the cage or den. So what is there over here? Corbett National Park. This was the first national park in our country to be covered under this project. Now, as many as 48 tiger reserves are included in Project Tiger. Now, how many tiger reserves are included in this Project Tiger? 48. Now, what do you mean by tiger reserves? Means a large protected areas of land where tigers can live in safety. What do you mean by tiger reserves? Means there is a particular area wherein these tigers can roam, can live, and they can be safe over this. So these tiger reserves are also included in Project Tiger. So in Project Tiger means what was started by government of India? First is the national park and the tiger reserves to save our beautiful cats, that is tiger. Because of these two things, because of the Project Tiger, then there has been an increase in the number of tigers in India in recent times. So in recent years we can see the count has gone up to around 2,500 tigers. So here we can see how much it was, students. Yes, it was 268. From 268 to it has went to 2,500. So India's largest tiger population is found in the Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve. So there is a reserve, Biosphere Reserve, where it is in Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve, wherein we can see, which includes Bandipur National Park, Nagarhole National Park, Mudumalaya National Park and Wayanad Wildlife Sanctuary in Karnataka and Kerala. What do you mean by wildlife sanctuary? It is given down an area where wild birds and animals are protected or encouraged to breed to survive. So if you will see the India's largest tiger population, where it is found? It is found in the Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve. What it includes? All these. We will see again. I will repeat: Bandipur National Park, Nagohul National Park, Mudumalaya National Park, and Wayanad Wildlife Sanctuary in Karnataka and Kerala. That is, it is in the south part. So in this way, we will see that due to the cutting down of forest and illegal killing of animals, the number of our Bengal tiger was decreased to 268. But again it increased to 2,500. Why? Because our government of India, what they did? They started Project Tiger. And under this Project Tiger, what was there? Corbett National Park was there, and 48 tiger reserves they included in this tiger, which helped to increase our population of tiger. And they have given about the recent how our tiger population has been increased. It is in the Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve. Okay, so this was all about tigers. Now here they have given the world tiger population. Just a note for you, the world tiger population is now on the rise. Why? Because government has started some measure to save our beautiful cats. So according to the most recent information, the world tiger population has gone up from 3,200 in 2010, means 10 years back, to around 3,890 till around 3,890 tigers now. So this was all about our tigers. So what do you have learned in this lesson, student? Yes, we have learned that we should not hunt or kill the animals which can't save on their own. So in this lesson I hope that you have learned all about tigers in detail. So I'll request you that please open your canopy book. Now you can open your canopy book. I will on the audio. You have to read along with the audio for the new word for the correct pronunciation. Only listen to the audio.
Tigers. Tigers are meat-eating animals just like lions. Tigers can be easily identified by their beautiful orange coat with black stripes on it. They are larger than lions and are the heaviest animals of the cat family. They are feared by both humans and animals. Bengal tigers are mostly found in India, although some are found in Bangladesh, Nepal and Bhutan as well. Tigers have excellent eyesight and a sharp sense of smell. They guard their large territories, marking the boundaries of their area with scratch marks on trees and rocks as well as scent markings. These signals warn other tigers about the size of the tiger roaming the region. Tigers usually communicate by roaring loudly. Sometimes, when other tigers enter their area, they defend it by fighting fiercely. When tigers hunt, their orange fur blends well with the color of the long dry grass and its shadows. This makes them invisible to their prey. Tigers often creep up behind a deer or a bison through the long grass and attack suddenly. Tigers use their body weight to make their prey fall to the ground. Once they have killed their prey, they drag it into the thick forest where they eat it slowly. Tigers are very clever animals. When they have eaten enough, they hide the half-eaten food with leaves and branches and come back again to enjoy the meal the next day. Male tigers can eat up to 40 kilograms of meat in one meal. Tigers heat the hot afternoon sun and stay in the shade of caves till the evening. On summer days, they take baths in the cool waters of rivers or lakes. Tigers love water, unlike other cats, and can also swim long distances. Sometimes they have mud baths, since mud helps soak up the heat of the sun, keeping their fur cool. Baby tigers are called cubs. Female tigers can give birth to 3 or 4 cubs every year. Cubs feed on their mother's milk till they are 6 months old. When the calves are 8 months old, they start eating meat. Tigers keep their young safe in rocky caves, away from other dangerous animals. As the cubs grow, their mothers leave the cave more often to hunt. Young tigers learn to hunt on their own when they are a year old. Cubs stay with their mothers until the age of 2. Due to the cutting down of forests and the illegal killing of animals, the number of Bengal tigers has gone down. In 1973, there were only 268 Bengal tigers left in the forests of India. Project Tiger was initiated by the government of India to save these beautiful cats. Corbett National Park was the first national park in India to be covered under this project. Now, as many as 48 tiger reserves are included in Project Tiger. There has been an increase in the number of tigers in India in recent times. The count has gone up to around 2,500. India's largest tiger population is found in the Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve, which includes Bandipur National Park, Nagarjuna National Park, Madhurai National Park, and Wayanad Wildlife Sanctuary in Karnataka and Kerala. The world tiger population is now on the rise. According to the most recent information, the world tiger population has gone up from 3,200 in 2010 to around 3,890 tigers now.
So in this way we have finished this lesson. So as our wildlife adds to the beauty of our planet, it is our duty to protect all these animals. Now I will suggest students that in this lesson whatever you have understood, that you have to write at least 10 lines in your rug book. Thank you. Have a good day.